Smart steps in the sunshine groove, whether you're buying.
All right, guys, welcome back to Boomer Moves. Staying with the back to school theme. We're talking property insurance with my guy, Ayden Tess with Florida Strategic Insurance. As you sit there, Boomers, ease up. I know he looks like your grandson, but I'm going to tell you this. Who's your chief technology officer at home? Yeah, that's right. It's your grandson. And you know what? He finds deals for clients. He's got a ton of knowledge, so don't let his youthful looks deceive you. What we're going to do is we're going to cover two items on buyers and sellers, but also we're going to go live next Wednesday. I've got a client event. It's going to be on Facebook Live. I'll include the link. But Ayden, as we get going here and we talk about what buyers go through when they discover and buying a home, what is that biggest item or a couple items they come to you with?
Absolutely. First and foremost, thanks for having me on, Peter. I appreciate it. As a buyer, there's a lot of things to look for a specific property. Roof age and hot water heaters are going to be the biggest eligibility factor. You know, Florida Strategic ourselves, we have over 40 carriers to quote from, but depending on the roof age or hot water heater age, that could actually cut the amount of carriers you have to quote from in half. So those are definitely two big items to look at when you're in the buying process. Along with that is whether or not the home's in a flood zone, because obviously with debt to income issues, that can, make or break a deal. So all you have to do for that, run a quick flood zone determination and see AEVE. It's going to be mandatory by the lender if you're going through a lender. X, it's not mandatory. Us as an agency, especially after last year, we offer flood quotes regardless of what flood zone you're in, just so that buyer can have the peace of mind and know whether or not they think it's something they want to invest in just for their
That is a huge discovery.
Time. Yeah. After this last storm last year, I mean, we saw so many X flood zones flood. So it's like X is still technically a flood zone. It might not be but it's definitely still a zone. So that's definitely something to look into prior to getting under contract. And another thing too, as a buyer, if it isn't a flood zone, I'd always check and see if that seller has an active NFIP flood policy, because you can actually assume those rates. It's considered a legacy rate, and I kid you not, it could cut that premium in half. And even on the seller side, that can also make, a more attractive offer to those potential buyers.
All right, let's get to sellers. Like, their hair's on fire and they just listed their home. What is the thing they're coming to you with?
Sellers. Again, roof age, hot water heater definitely applies, as a seller. And it's kind of contingent on how fast they want to move the property. Because you might get a lot of interest, but the roof age is holding up insurance. So whether you give the buyer a credit to maybe do something after closing, or, if you're not in a rush to hurry, you hold off. But roof age and hot water heater is definitely going to be the biggest eligibility factors when it comes to that. Aside from that, flood insurance, again, that follows the seller side. If you're looking to move that property, I would definitely disclose if you are in a flood zone and you have that NFIP policy. I would put that out there, put it in the listing. Because again, that makes that property more attractive to those potential buyers. Right.
It eases the buyer's concerns knowing that they can get it. Just a personal note of what Ayden delivered for me. Personally, we had the renewal offer from another carrier going off of Citizens this past week. And with that, we didn't renew it in time. He recognized that there's a 30-day grace period. I went and called the insurance company, and sure enough, I was able to pay it that day, and it actually saved us $500 from our policy last year. So the dude knows what he's talking about. Again, we'll post on Facebook Live. It's next Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. And I promise, Boomers, this is the last classroom edition. We'll get out into the field. Take care. Have a great weekend.
You guys. Take care.
Smart steps in the sunshine groove, whether